This is Accusations for IFLTV. Delighted to be joined by Mr. Pat Barrett. How are you, first of all, Pat?
I'm good, thanks. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Very good.
You happy
How are
to?
you, mate? So
You
how are
happy?
you, mate?
I'm good. I'm good. Um, yeah. Look, I wanted to get you on just to let you know for everyone's complete clarity. I have asked Tunde to come on as well. I don't know whether he's going to come on. I've sent him a link to our Zoom. Let's see if he comes on. But the purpose of this for me is to really ask you questions about could we possibly see Anthony Yarde and Lyndon Arthur, your fighter, have a trilogy next year?
Well, do you know what? Funny enough, right? I watched this interview with Anthony Yarde the day, and he's talking like Lyndon's in retirement. You know, he said two fights that he would probably be up for would be the bout fight and the Lyndon Arthur fight. Yeah. And he said if whatever Lyndon's doing in retirement, but you know Lyndon ain't in retirement because since they boxed, Lyndon had gone on to win the world title and obviously took a 4 weeks camp to fight Bibble. And obviously, went to 12 rounds with Bibble, got beat, lost on a unanimous decision, but he still took it 4 weeks. We one of the best pound for pound fighters. Now, like the way I see it, Yard could have took a 12-week camp and probably would have got stopped off Bibble. So we're talking about retirement. Yeah. Come on now. So to me, I think a trilogy would be one of the best light heavyweight fights in this country at this possible moment.
I would tend to agree with you. I would say that because Callum Smith and Buatsi obviously fighting in Riyadh in February, as those options are kind of out for the moment, I'd say that the trilogy fight between Arthur and Yarde makes perfect sense. I would say that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, well, same thing. I'm not going to disagree with you. It does make perfect sense because it's not just that. I think it would be something, it would be a score to settle because Lyndon won the first fight with, on points, narrow decision, but he won it with one hand. Yard won the second fight, stoppage, and I think it's third, fourth round. No excuses. And I think this would be a decider, really, between them both.
Where do you think personally they are in their careers at the moment, Lyndon compared to Yarde?
I mean, with Lyndon, I still think there's a lot of fights still left in Lyndon. The stand is still. See, the good thing about Lyndon is he's learning every day in the gym. I just think he needs to be a little bit more active, and they started off well with Nissi and Saulen's what you call. So I think they need to just keep him busy now, and and I think a fight like this would be perfect. I think this is one fight that Lyndon would get up for 100%.
Yeah, I mean, we saw Yarde make his return recently over the last couple of months on the Boxer show. What did you make of that?
Do you know what? To be quite frank, I'm not gonna slate him on that performance. He's been out the ring for a long time. I mean, Buatsi was the same when he not boxed for a long time. There was big rush with him. So when fighters like this have been on this high level and they're not fighting regular enough, it's the same thing. I mean, so I'm not going to go off that performance really and truly because I know it'll be up for this performance and it won't be. It'll be slightly different from how it was then. So I won't judge him on that. So I know a lot of people said he was terrible. He was this and that. I mean, the simple basic shots that he was getting caught off with Lyndon with the jab. I mean, this kid was catching him with the jab, and this kid wasn't no Lyndon.
Yeah, look, we know it was that performance was for Yarde. Obviously, he'd been out for a little while, and it was kind of his return. So yeah, I think you were quite diplomatic in how you answered that. Ring rust wise for Lyndon. I mean, look, Lyndon, has he been as active as you've wanted him to be in 2024? Sorry.
Well, to be honest with you, no, I don't think he has been as active as I would like him to be. No, definitely not. But then again, it's just the way boxing is at this level. Really, you don't fight as much as you do on the on the lower level where kids can be out there every 2 weeks. I mean, I put shows on, and I have my kids fighting 5 fights a year.
Pat, obviously, look, I've messaged Sunny to come on. I don't think it doesn't look like he's going to come on, but just going back to the respect levels, obviously between the fighters, but over those both fights, you and Tunde kind of clashed at times. I remember that press conference where up in the Landmark in London, that was a little bit heated, etc. But how are you with Tunde at the moment?
Well, it is what it is, Coogan. The ground still stay the same at the present moment in time because we've not really sat down, we've not really done anything. I'm still gonna be behind my fighter as much as he's gonna be behind his fighter. I would have loved to see what he would have had to say today. Actually, it would have been. It's not the same as it was at a press conference, but. The thing still stays the same.
Is it because obviously those your fighters have had those 2 fights and you guys have been through it now twice, and that respect has been earned amongst those 2 fights, especially? Is that accurate?
As I said in the press conference, it isn't about me and Tunde. It's about the 2 boxers. We both support our fighters. He's been there for Yarde from day one. I've been there for Arthur from day one. So it isn't really about us. We ain't selling the fight. The boxers sell the fight. You know what I mean? But the needle is, it's about respect. And I just think the way he addressed Lyndon, when he talks, he listens. It wasn't really for me.
What other options have you got there, though, Pat? If obviously this fight, which, as a boxing fan, would we like to see it? Absolutely. But for Lyndon to kind of get back on track, and what are the other options there? Right, hold on.
Wait there 1 sec.
We got it.
Wait there 1 sec. All right, cool. All right, cool.
You good?
Yeah, 1 second. I got the sat nav on, so I don't wanna. Yeah, 1 second. I don't wanna miss my turn. Nav on, so I don't wanna. I don't wanna miss my turn. All right, can you see me, Krug?
I can see you. All
right, cool. Let me position this properly. How's that? Can you still see me?
Yes, perfect.
All right, cool.
Let me just pick this back up. Right, Pat, you just cut off, and in the meantime, we do have Tunde Ajayi, who has joined the call. So much appreciated. We've just had a little chat there with Pat Tunde, so I'll kind of fill you in on what's being said at the moment. I asked him the question about the potential of your fighter, Anthony Yarde, fighting his fighter, Lyndon Arthur, next year. So I'll just ask you directly, how realistic is this to happen as a trilogy?
You sure you want that?
Yes.
You sure you want that? So, because that's another beating. That is another beating. If that's what you're asking for. But you know what? I'm gonna. If that's what you're asking, if you're asking for another beating, we will happily beat up your boy. Trust me.
Well, do you know what? Yeah? I think this time around, see what it was. So you wasn't there last time. This is all full. I think it's gonna go to my man, Mr. Cook. Yeah, you was the decoy. Yeah, I was watching you, but I didn't watch the decoy. Yeah. Okay. Nice time round, yeah. I'm watching the decoy. What you don't want, you cannot do again, because I know where you're gonna go. I know where you're gonna go.
But no way around the board can Lyndon touch Anthony Yarde. No way around the board. He can't box better than Lyndon. Lyndon can't box better than Ant. He can't fight better than Ant. So I don't know. You just sending your boy in for a beating.
Okay. Well, you know what, bro? Let's just say the first fight we outboxed you. Let's get it right. You're the man.
I don't believe that. To this day, I don't believe that.
Come on now, listen. Let's not be in denial. Let's listen. You're the educated man.
Yes, sir.
Supposedly. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. The first fight, right? Boxing, right? Muhammad Ali, the way he uses the jab, floats around the ring, sticks it out, and that's all you need in boxing. The simple thing. When a man can't get past that, I'm knocking on the door. but you ain't letting me in. We saw what we were doing. Anthony Yarde came with 21, 22 KOs.
Yes.
Yeah, he knocked everybody out.
Yes.
Yeah. Lyndon Arthur, he didn't knock out. Okay, the second fight, yeah, I give you it. Okay? We can't say nothing that. Lyndon fought the wrong fight. Yeah?
It ain't no fight, no wrong fight. He can't beat Ant. And there was circumstances going into the fight, and that's why to this day I keep saying we still never lost the fight. You can't win no fight and no jab. And to be honest with you, all right, one scorecard, if I remember rightly, because I don't even remember that day, but I have to because it's on the record books. One scorecard, I think you won by one point, or two scorecards, I think you won by 1 point. On the other one, we were 6 rounds ahead, according to one judge. So I'm like, all right, cool. So how can it be so wide? But I said, all right, no problem. We give you that. We give you that. And we see what time it was in the next fight. And it will be the same. It will be the same again.
Tunde.
Anthony Yarde will put a beating on Lyndon Arthur.
Tunde.
100%. Yes.
Are you a gambling man?
I'll gamble. What you got, bro? I'll gamble. We do it anywhere. We'll come Manchester if that makes you feel good. We'll come Manchester.
Listen. The last time you had everything against you, everything for you. We had the same promoter. You had the same promoter. But the promoter favored you a lot more than what he did.
How? You don't know what was going on in the background. You don't know what was going on
in the background. But
that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you.
Where did they put the fight? Where did they put the fight?
That's what I'm telling you.
Where did they put the fight?
Remember,
where did they put the fight?
The fight.
It wasn't on no neutral ground.
No.
It wasn't in Birmingham. It wasn't. It wasn't in Manchester. It was.
No.
It was.
You know what? Pat,
yeah. It was on your doorstep.
Pat, I know you had a few fights, mate, but listen, it was on neutral ground. You know why? Because it was on lockdown. It was in a church.
On neutral ground.
It was
at the couple box.
It was in the first fight you're talking about. The one what you won, the one what you claim you won without.
I'm not talking about the first fight. Let's skip that. We're talking about the second fight. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm talking about the second fight. I'm saying that wasn't on no, and we was the champion. Yeah.
But no.
And we won the fight. No, hear me out. We won the fight. We was the champion. That fight now should have been in Manchester. Yeah?
No, you know why?
Yeah. And you wouldn't allow it to be in Manchester.
Because we got more fans in Manchester than Lyndon.
No. Listen, that night when we boxed there at that couple box, we had a bigger crowd than you.
Of course you did. It was in a bloody church. Of course you did. It was in a church in lockdown. That's why you had a bigger crowd.
What makes no difference? It was on your doorstep. But anyway, listen. Let's not beat around the bush there. Let's just keep it to what we're here for. I'm here for the fight. Yeah. You saying Lyndon's gonna get beat? I'm saying
no. Correction. Lyndon ain't gonna get beat. Lyndon is not lasting 3 rounds. The first fight was 4. This time,
I'll tell you what.
Put my money. Right. Anthony Yarde will knock him out in 3 rounds maximum.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Yeah. This is how confident I am. Yeah. This is how serious I'll take this. I'll put 50 grand down on this fight.
Well, let me tell you something. You come with your 50.
Forget anything.
Come with your. All right. You are confident to put 50. Guess what? Keep your 50. I'm gonna put 100K cash.
Okay.
And it can be lobbied with the promoter. So I don't want no big talking because you're talking big like the first fight. You putting 50, I'm putting 100 to your 50.
Bro, listen,
and if you win,
let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. You ain't gonna give me 100 bags.
That's real. That's real. I'm telling you, that's real. Huh?
What are you driving there now, Tunde?
What am I?
What are you driving now?
A Merc.
A Merc? All right, cool. You better make sure you got the fucking keys for that Merc, fam.
All right.
This is what I'm trying. But regardless of what I'm driving, listen. I think no. Wait, Kook. Regardless of what I'm driving, we've gone.
I'm just making sure because if you don't come with my money,
you just touched something, yeah. So sometimes it could be misinterpreted, bro. Ask anyone in Peckham. I was the first in Peckham with convertible Golfs, convertible Mercedes.
I'm interested in that.
So I'm saying that I've left that. The car I drive is not an indication of who I am.
It's nothing to do with that, bro. I'm just asking you the reason why, because when we have this bet, I don't want to hear no bullshit. I'm taking your car.
Gonna be bullshit when you are
You just
offering
better
50.
make sure it's worth the money, bro.
You draw 50 and I'm drawing 100 to your 50. I'm
Okay.
drawing 100 to your 50. And I'm saying, I don't even know if, bro, I'm so confident. My 100 plus my trainer's fee. There you go. My 100 plus my trainer's fee, Coogan. You're hearing it. We'll all leave the money with Coogan.
Okay, listen, we've got that. Listen, let's make it happen. Let's make it happen.
All right, look.
Your promoter, bro, your promoter, from what I'm hearing, your promoter is ducking the fight.
This is fuck ducking the fight.
Your promoter's ducking the fight. You man got
Listen,
offers.
your fucking little fucking promoter won't even answer the phone, that fucking Ben, fucking whatever it's called. Fucking Shadon. He won't even answer the fucking phone.
Listen, well, somebody's lying.
He's more fucking afraid of the fight.
Well, listen, somebody's lying, mate. Because I'm telling you, live on IFLTV, one of the most reputable stations out there. In fact, the first station that gave me an AY a plug. I'm telling you, if you say that I'm saying if Ben Shalom is real, if Nissa and Kali is real, I'm telling you, you have got the offer. You got the offer. And well, you man are ducking the fight.
Like I told you on IFLTV, yeah, what I would probably do to you that time, yeah, I'm telling you now, we ain't got no offer. Yeah? And if we had an offer, we would be sitting here talking about that now. Because this would be done. We don't know reason. We got no reason not to have this fight.
Well, somebody's lying. Somebody's lying, and it damn sure ain't us. Cause I'm telling you, live on IFLTV, AY would happily. Listen, you know Mr. T in Rocky 3, they asked him, do you accept the challenge? Mr. T replied, there is no challenge. But if you want us to beat up this youth, come. And I'm saying the same thing. I'm saying the same thing as Mr. T. There is no challenge. There is no challenge.
Tunde, Pat. Right, okay. Let me just throw in a couple of questions here that you both can answer. One of these questions I spoke to Pat about earlier on, and I said, with this fight happening now with Callum Smith and Bout, where that's happening,
both of them are jokers. I'm not even letting you continue. Callum Smith had the offer to fight us. He ducked us. Bout had 2 offers to fight us. He ducked us. So now the 2 duckers are fighting each other. So the only man, according to what Pat Barrett is saying, the only man that's stepping up is Lyndon Arthur. So I don't want to hear no talk. So because Lyndon Arthur has got more kahunas, and I can't swear because my son will probably end up watching this. Lyndon Arthur has got more kahunas than Callum Smith or Joshua Boatsi. And I don't want to hear no talk because we came onto your platform, Joshua Boatsi. We went there. AY called you out live on Sky Sports. We told you, let's make it happen. We fought on Sky Sports. We told you, let's make it happen. You were forced. There's a difference. You were forced to come in our post-fight interview and say, let's make it happen. But you fooled the public. You made them think that you want to fight, and then you had the offer, and one day before you pulled out. So I'm telling the people. So carry on. I'm elongating the question. And maybe that was not your question, but I'm telling you, you mentioned have not spoken for legal reasons. Yeah, we never spoke for legal reasons. Now everything is cool, calm, and collective, and we will continue to keep that.
Wait for him to pick up some reception, Tunde. Tunde, you're dropping out reception at the moment.
You know what? Forget Boatsi, forget Cass, and we're ready to fight. But guess what? Lyndon Arthur, we're knocking. I was going on one, but go ahead, Cook. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Just cut out for about 20 seconds. Yeah, you just cut out for about.
I'm going down Brick Lane. You know these. Brick Lane's a bit dodgy. Good, but. I don't know what part you caught and what part you didn't catch, but the point what I'm saying is, Boatsi, has ducked us twice. And duck is a very, very strong word. I always encourage my fighters never to use that word duck, because the ins and out of boxing, sometimes it's the fighter that actually wants to fight, but his management team around him, or sometimes the trainer. And in this case, we know Virgil Hunter said it. Why should we give Yard a chance? Hold on. So you are claiming that you want a chance. You have the opportunity to fight
Cut out
twice, and you still a fight. See, I've stopped. I was watching him. Blue. You drew a man honeymoon. When we wanted to fight Callum Smith, they was telling us he's on his honeymoon. He ain't coming back to boxing. Now he wasn't even rated in the top 15. So you bring him a bum. You bring Callum Smith a bum, yeah, with 10 KOs. Yet we find it so difficult to fight. We fought a guy 17-1, knocked out Isufu in his previous fight. The guy who went twice with Billy Joe Saunders live at the football stadium. We took that for a comeback fight. You took someone with 10 losses, 10 KO losses and had an eyelid. So it's quite evident and it's quite obvious that these guys are ducking and dodging. So fair play to Pat Barrett and Lyndon Arthur. If they want to fight, let's fight.
Just for clarity, the point I was actually only trying to make was the fact that Callum Smith and Boutsi are fighting, with those two out of the equation for the next 3 or 4 months. To fight with Lyndon Arthur and Anthony Yarde right now for a trilogy fight, which I was saying to Pat before you come on, makes perfect sense for this fight.
Biggest fight out there. It's the biggest fight out there. Why? Listen, I heard Simon Jordan on Talksport name a couple of names. What are we fighting them for? They ain't got nothing for us. There's history. Listen, no matter what Pat thinks, no matter what I thinks, both fighters know that it's 1-1. No matter the circumstances. So it don't even need to be built. There's history. It don't matter what fans think. Oh, AY done this in the rematch. But guess what? Lyndon won the first fight. So that's 1 apiece. So you have to have the trilogy. That's it. This is why years later, I never hear no talking when Derek Chisora fought Tyson Fury for the 3rd time, and Derek Chisora got beaten up all 3 times. I never heard no talk about that. So this is a live fight. Lyndon Arthur went in there with Demetriou Bivol, hurt Demetriou Bivol. Lyndon Arthur just beat the guy who beat Ben Whittaker. So how are you gonna downplay Lyndon Arthur against Anthony Yarde? Nonsense. It's a big boy fight. I'm ready. You've even got me. I wasn't even thinking of the fight, but now I'm gassed. Now I'm ready to fight. Now, boy, if me, we're betting 50 grand, you're betting 50, I'm betting 100. Boy, if me and you want to roll after, I'm on it. We can do a little charity match. I'm on that, bro. On that, bro.
Whoa. Right.
Wait a minute. Hey, rewind that back. Did he say that? Did he say me and him had the charity match?
Yeah.
Bro, listen, bro, you're the done for what, North? I'm not gonna call myself a done, but I'm a man down south. It makes sense. We'll jump on Misfits. We'll jump on Misfits and have a little rockers.
Straight after this fight, bro, we'll negotiate a deal.
Come on. Yeah, that's what I like. Bro, but you see what I'm saying? You got Coogan, you see what I'm saying? You got me and Pat on this thing, talking about a fight that makes sense. You got, and I'm not being disrespectful to Callum Smith's achievements, and I actually think Callum Smith's going to cause an upset there. But come on, watching them two, can you imagine the press conference? It's going to be like flipping a rerun of Coronation Street from the 60s. There ain't no talking there. There ain't no talking. Both of them are boring. Nobody out. People know Anthony Yarde worldwide. Lyndon and Anthony Yarde are connected. I guarantee you, right now, we've made more buzz. Lyndon Arthur, Anthony Yarde has made more buzz than Boutsi and what's his name? Callum Smith. No one even asked for that fight. Who asked for that fight? Please, Coogan, who asked for that fight? Man said he was on his honeymoon. Who asked for the fight? Who? Tell me, Coog.
It's a good fight, Tunde. It's a good fight.
Listen. Me and you's a good fight. Me and Pat's a good fight. Me and Pat, but no one ain't asking for it. That's the difference. That's the difference. People gonna pay to hear my mouth. People gonna pay to hear Pat Barrett and Tunde going at it, because we're joking now, but Pat knows. Pat knows what I'm about. I'm not a joker. I'm on this thing. So when this is why the first fight really and truly, the second fight, Arthur and Yard, was pay-per-view worthy. The only reason why Boutsi and Callum Smith are fight, who cares about it? Nobody cares about that fight. Nobody cares about that fight. But there's a history. There's a history of between Lyndon and Anne.
All right. Well, listen. Listen. You guys have spoken, and I'm in totally agreement that this fight makes absolutely perfect sense to happen next. I said that to Pat before you come on, Tunde. So let's see where this goes. The bet thing, that's down to you with whatever you're doing with that bet thing.
Bro, we're keeping the money with you.
We're keeping it with you, Coogan.
We're keeping the money with you.
Now, Coogan, you heard that. You heard that, Coogan. You're the only witness to this.
We're keeping the money with you.
All right,
you're the witness to this, Coogan.
They call me 10%. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't care what it is. Listen, you heard that, right?
Right, listen. Let's wrap this now, because I want to see where this goes. I want to chat to Lyndon and chat to Anthony over the next few days and kind of see their take on it.
Talk to the promoters. I'm telling you, we were told that there's an offer. You know, because I'm talking to my promoter. I'm telling Pat, go and talk to your promoter, because we're being told there's an offer.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, there's no offer. There isn't no offer.
All right, we'll ask the questions about this. We will ask the questions about this.
Hey?
I said we will ask the respective promoters the questions regarding what you two are talking about right now.
Okay. Because I don't want to... Listen, there's two boys who want to fight. And I say that because the two boys that are fighting, yeah, listen, Andre Jarrell, and it ain't as though we ain't got options. People can say what they want about Andre Jarrell. He's a big name in the US. He's called us out. We are there ain't no British light heavyweight that's been called out by any American fighter apart from AY. So really, the reason why we're coming back to this level, and I say that respectfully, this level, because we're ranked in every governing body in the world, including the IBO, is that it's a trilogy. You can't settle a bet on 1-1 apiece. It has to be the rubber match. So the rubber match is Arthur versus AY versus Arthur. I'm ready. We'll just send your promoter, tell your promoter, stop lying, stop ducking, stop dodging. We're ready.
Are we talking about Ben Shalom there?
No, I'm talking.
That sounded more like Ben Shalom, bro.
Ben's the man. Ben's the only one that showed a bit of kahunas, yeah, because a narrative was put out there. So I'm not gonna never say nothing bad about any promoter anyway, regardless. But Ben put us on, so I have to give him credit for that. But you see, this fight here, this fight can go on misfits. I just see Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, and then there was a real fight on the undercard with Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. So if anyone's lying, if anybody's lying, call up KSI, Coogan, tell him you got two willing and able fighters ready to rock and roll. Any promoter. It's make history, the storyline's there. Pat wants it, who is maybe not on paper his manager, but is his manager. That's his uncle. That's his uncle. That's his uncle and trainer. Just like I'm, in respects, AY's uncle and trainer and manager. So it's like, there ain't no ducking from our sides. You've heard it here from Pat Barrett. He wants to fight. I want the fight. AY wants to fight. AY said, yeah, I have a tune-up against Lyndon. He's a tune-up, Pat. He's a tune-up, bro. Lyndon's a tune-up. Lyndon's a tune-up. I'm telling you. So that should be the heading of this video. That should be the heading of this video. Tunde Ajayi calls Lyndon Arthur a tune-up.
You know what? Yeah, I'm just gonna laugh at this. So I'm just gonna humiliate Sunday.
Yeah, you're not gonna laugh. You're not gonna laugh on Fight Night. You're not gonna laugh on Fight Night. You're not gonna laugh on Fight Night. You're not gonna laugh on Fight Night.
Get this over the line, and we'll see who's laughing.
On Fight Night, you're not gonna laugh. You're gonna cry, and I'm gonna embrace you and say, "Pat, we're brothers."
Listen,
it's all
bro,
out.
You can do, but I'm gonna be counting out this 100K, bro. I'm gonna be loving this.
Right, listen, guys. Let's wrap it there. We will ask the relevant questions to the promoters in question in the next few days. I'll make sure that's done.
Yes.
Pat, Tunde, do appreciate your time. Tunde, thanks for jumping on. I thought it was a good idea.
Because
you both on. Have you got any final words before we end this?
Pat, go first. You want to go first, Pat?
No. Listen, the past is the past. It's about now. It's about making this happen. If you can find Ben Shalom to make this fight happen, then we're going good. Because I think Ben does more ducking than anybody else, really.
Well, if you can, I like the look of that watch on your wrist, mate. So bring that with a 50K, and I'll have that as well.
Don't worry about it. I'll bring it all. I'll put it all in, bro.
Seeing you've had a dig at Ben Shalom, let me have a dig at Nissa. Nissa, pick up the phone. Let's make the fight. I've messaged you. You're airing the messages. So let's fight. We ain't no. This is we know.
Nissa now, and he'll pick up the phone now, right now.
Well,
I can phone Ben Shalom now, and he wouldn't pick up the phone.
That's because he's busy, mate.
That's
That's because he's busy doing big fights.
He's busy. He was sitting there.
No. Ben Shalom is the most newest, freshest young man in the game, and it's not even ever talking about others. He's just new, fresh, and young, and he's a busy man. He's got a lot of fighters, and that's it. So let's hope that he can make this fight with Nissa, and we're good to go. We're ready. We use Lyndon as a tune-up while Boatsy or Smith are ducking us, because we're number 2 currently in the WBO. The number 1 is obviously held by Dimitri Bivol, but that will all come to a conclusion when the fight is over, and we should be reinstated to the number 1 spot. Boatsy is currently the WBO interim champion. He may get elevated to a full champion. So, but then if Callum Smith wins, he becomes a full champion. So there's a lot on the line, Pat, for Lyndon and Ant, because it can go either way. So we're ready. I know we ain't losing. So I'm put 100K on it. I'm ready.
Okay, we left it at that. You putting the 100K on it. I'm accepting your offer, and we'll leave it at that.
Right.
And Coogan, thank you very much for the interview, bro. Because you know me, I don't go on people's channel a lot no more. But as soon as you called, I said, yeah, I'm there.
I appreciate you both coming on to this. So, listen, we'll see what happens once this goes. We will ask the questions. I'll repeat myself again. We will ask the questions relevant to Shalom and Nissa and Kala, be it. So, Tunde, Pat, thank you very much for your time. I'll let you come with your Wednesday evening.
Thank you.
It's all love. It's all love.
Yeah,
come on. Love. Thank you, Coogan.